makes a cure for a fatal form of hepatitis, is more interested in profits than patients. The cure was invented under the leadership of a celebrated doctor in the Department of Veterans Affairs, but at $1,000 a pill, even the VA can't afford to save the lives of vets who need it. Chip Reed has been looking into this.
In 2013, Vietnam veteran Zion Israel was told he had 5 years to live. He has stage 4 liver disease caused by hepatitis C, which has infected as many as 230,000 veterans. Most contracted it in Vietnam, where it was spread by battlefield blood transfusions and vaccinations.
The longer it goes, the harder it is to treat.
After decades of suffering, earlier this year, Israel was overjoyed to learn there's a cure.
I felt like my prayers were answered.
I am ready to be cured.
The drug, sofosbuvir, is sold as Sovaldi and Harvoni and claims to cure up to 99% of hepatitis C patients. But there's a catch. The retail price for a 12-week treatment is $84,000. The Department of Veterans Affairs gets a 50% discount. But even with that, the VA told Israel they can't afford to give it to everyone who needs it, including him.
Come back next year. And then all the time I'm thinking about that, well, my condition is getting worse.
Dr. Raymond Shanazi founded the company Pharmasset and led the scientific team that discovered sofosbuvir. He also works for the Department of Veterans Affairs and has since 1983. He says he's only a 7/8 government employee, and what he does with his remaining time is up to him. So you're only spending 1/8 of your time on your private companies?
Well, even less than that.
Even less?
Yes. I'm very efficient.
Dr. Shanazi made more than $400 million when he sold his company for $11 billion to pharmaceutical giant Gilead in 2012. Can you see how that looks to an average veteran? A government scientist.
I'm sorry you're taking it personally.
If you're surprised that a government scientist can make that kind of money, given federal laws surrounding conflicts of interest, so were we. Has anybody ever questioned the arrangement that you have that allows you to become very wealthy while working 7/8 of your time with the government?
Nobody's ever questioned yet. I think I've done everything. I've disclosed everything to the VA.
The VA declined our request for an interview, but approved the arrangement and in a statement said federal employees are allowed to invest in private companies provided all conflict of interest rules are followed. Gilead, the company that now owns and sets the price on Sovaldi and Harvoni, told us the cost is in line with the previous standards of care. But in this 2013 trade journal, Dr. Shanazi said it only costs about $1,400 to manufacture the full 12-week treatment. That's less than 2% of the retail price. Why is it so much more expensive than what it costs to make it?
That's a good question. I mean, I think the price will come down eventually.
Zion Israel wonders if the price will come down in time to save him in the 2 years his doctor says he has left.
It's just not right that the vets would risk their lives and come here and because of $84,000, you know, if you can't get cured, a medication produced by the country that we're protecting.
Dr. Shanazi says the drug he helped create has saved hundreds of thousands of lives around the world. But Scott, the VA concedes that funding for U.S. veterans is limited. So far, they've treated about 35,000. That's just 15% of the veterans infected with hepatitis C.
Chip Reed with a review.